Hi, everybody. I know it's been a minute. As most of you know, I'm recovering from an accident, and it's not a linear recovery, this road to recovery. And I took a little off ramp for a while, but I'm back on the road, and it's good to be back. Um, Normally, with these thoughts, I try to focus on the Torah portion, and that's what I'll be doing right now too. This week is Tezria Matsura, um, and it's often thought of as kind of like the icky Torah portion because it's all about skin diseases and eruptions and things like that. And it often references the concept of Lashon Harah. Not references; it's in the text. Lashon Harah, which is evil speech. Most people think of this as gossiping or spreading rumors. Um, and the Torah is very clear, and the rabbis are very clear that this is not good. In fact, there's a section of the text that says if you have like emissions coming on the walls of your home, um, they ask the priest, do you need to rebuild the house? Can you just take out those sections? Can you just repair it? And the rabbis make the connection that if there's evil speech going on in the house, it's going to be reflected in the house itself. These things have repercussions. But there are instances when Lashon Hara is acceptable. Things like preventing, if you know somebody isn't doing bad business practices, um, you can warn people off of them by telling what you know. Now, this, of course, has to be 100% true, and you have witnessed it, and it can't be gossip as such, but it has to be actual factual information. If somebody is deceiving in their marriage issues, then again, you can speak out and warn people off of it. If you are trying to resolve a conflict, this kind of information is important. So you would be able to speak out with less than flattering information and words to make sure people don't get caught in a bad situation that you could have prevented had you not spoken up. Had you, yes. Um, Sometimes lashon hara can be used to resolve a dispute. Get some information out there that would help resolve the dispute, and the rabbis encourage you to take the first step in private with this person in something called tochecha, reproach. If you can convince them to change their errant behavior, that's the first step. I've been thinking a lot about um, how we use words in our political discourse. Um, how we misuse words in our political discourse. Words are incredibly important to Judaism. After all, God created the world with words, let there be. Words, the rabbis say, words can, lashon hara, can ruin a person, similar to murder. Um, my father always said that the crown of a good name it has to do with you being true to your word, and it can take a lifetime to build up that trust and only a moment to destroy it. The way we use words in our political discourse today requires us to look at Lashon Hara and see if any of these exceptions apply, and I believe they do. We have an administration that lies to us constantly. We have an administration and the top person in the administration who manipulates with their behavior, who enters into business practices that are not good for us, the citizens of this country. This person has people surrounding him that are giving him horrible advice. And with the idea of protecting others from harm, it is our responsibility to stand up, speak out, and use our words to protect others, to make sure we see truly what is being done to us through his words and actions. I'm, of course, speaking about our current president. May his reign be short. But Lashon Harah has its important roles to play. And those of us who are continuing to speak out, hit the streets, those of us in Israel who are continuing even before October 7th with the judicial reform fiasco, who are hitting the streets and speaking out and shouting out and carrying signs, and all of us who are doing that, I don't know about you, but I feel like it's something that I can do besides just sitting in my home and bemoaning the fact of our country, the situation our country is in right now. So, in the interest of using, quote, evil speech in the right way, in the way that the rabbis acknowledge is beneficial, I encourage you to consider your words. That doesn't mean we insult people. That doesn't mean we spread inaccurate information, certainly. But our words will have an impact if we keep standing up and speaking out. So, with that in mind, I wish you a good rest of the week and a happy Shabbat.